If you are a Black business owner, it is incredibly important that you watch this video and please take in everything that I'm about to tell you. With all the crazy advances in technology that's going on lately between AI, crypto, even in Japan, they figured out something about like warping through dimensions or something like that. It's a lot going on right now. And there's a good chance that you feel overwhelmed with everything that you're seeing. Now, as a kid who grew up in Staten Island, New York, and who went to high school over in Princeton, New Jersey, I've seen a lot of ups and I've seen a lot of downs. But one of the main key points of interest that I've seen between, my entire life so far is, in terms of business, is that people think that you need 500,000 in marketing, 500,000 in salaries and all this other stuff. In reality, the only thing you really need to make a difference in your business and what you're doing right now. So in this video, what I really want to do is kind of give back to the community. I want to kind of help out a little bit and share the knowledge that I've obtained for myself and hopefully give it to you and allow you to take advantage of all the blessings that's going on right now in technology, and hopefully help you build some type of generational wealth or increase the assets you have right now going on in your business. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over 3 ways that you can immediately benefit off technology in your business today, right here, right now. Now, number 1, please have a working website. I cannot tell you enough how disheartening it is to see a business that's doing great, as profitable, even if it's only profitable by $1 every single month. Having a business that's operational but with no website is a killer today. You can't have a business in 2025 with no website behind it. And unfortunately, I thought that was like a ground rule, but a lot of people don't have a working website, or they do have a website, but they haven't updated it since like 2008, 2010, maybe on a good day, right? And unfortunately, that's not going to cut it. In 2025, you can have customers in every single region, in every single corner of the planet. But if you do not have a website, and let's just say you live in, in the middle of Pennsylvania, your market is only in the middle of Pennsylvania. So if you're only doing, let's just say 5K a month in that one little township of Pennsylvania, if you had a website that was working, had decent SEO, decent keywords on it, you could immediately open up to New Jersey. You could open up to Ohio, New York, Connecticut, and then immediately, instead of doing 5K a month, you're doing 15, 20, 30K, right? It's that simple. Well, the results aren't going to be guaranteed, but you get the idea that with, what I'm trying to get to. You should be able to meet somebody anywhere you go and say, hey, I sell custom hats. Check it out at mycustomhats.com. Instead, if they say, hey, I want to buy from you, if they have to take down your address or email address and then go back and forth with you just to get one single hat, that adds so much friction, and the possibilities of you opening up your market even more, it just doesn't make sense. Not only does it allow you to market to more people or sell to more people, at the same time, it allows you to play the game of marketing. It is very hard to do anything online if you do not have a website. All of your automations have to tie back to your website. All of your social media posts, which I'm going to get into in a second, ties back to your website. You have to have a place where someone can go and obtain your product and or service. And if you do not have a website, that becomes dramatically more difficult unless you have like an Instagram page which you run your business out of. But even then, I wouldn't recommend doing that, because if your account gets banned or reported or scammed or whatever, you're going to pretty much lose your entire business. So you don't want that to happen. And that leads me into point number 2. Do not be shy online. The only way to really do anything online is by being consistent. You've probably heard that 1,000 times, but unfortunately it's true. The less someone sees you, the more they forget about you. There are people out there who post 5, 10 times a day. There are people out there who have automations posting for them 50, 100 times a day. There's so much content being posted on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, X, Twitter, whatever, that if you're not posting every single day or as much as you can manage, you're going to be forgotten, right? That one post you made last week is already done showing up in feeds. It's done. It's not showing up anymore. Let someone go to your page. But they're not going to go to your page if they don't see you and be reminded. And just to add on to that point, if you are a character, if you're charismatic, if you have a cool look, it doesn't really matter. If you need to put your face out there, you have to put your face to a brand and or a product. And if you can't do that yourself, you need to find someone in your business or bring somebody in that can do that. Personal brands are really the big thing right now, and I don't really see that going away. There are people who are saying, oh, AI avatars or these AI generated characters are going to take over the internet. And I just don't think that that's going to happen to the degree that people think it is. And the reason for me saying that is because these people can't appear online. They're too fake. They're too artificial. You know, there's a difference between someone like, I don't know if Kaisanat, or even like somebody even on like Fox News, for example, right? CNN, whatever. When you see them, you know they're a real person. You can see them interviewing people in real time. You can see them outside on the street maybe one day, right? But these AI generated characters, they don't have any real character to them, right? And if you're somebody in your community that everybody recognizes, if you have a social media page tied to your face and people see that, they're going to support it that much more. So if you're already established in your town, township, state, whatever, if you can get a social media going and be consistent with it, you'll automatically attract not only the people who already recognize you, but by the way the algorithms work and the systems and all that, you'll end up being pushed out to new people. And then from there, it ties back into the website. If you're posting about your product and your service, it all ties back to your website. And then from there, if it's working and it's up to date, you'll get more traction to you and your business. But having the website and social media and these steps, website first, then social media, is insanely important. It doesn't matter what you see online about AI, automation, AI agents, generated content. If you don't have these two things down pat first, especially the website, to sell them the product and or the service, you can't play the game. You can't do email marketing. You can't do anything until you have these two down first, especially the website. Speaking of AI, that gets me to point number 3. You have to learn to walk with AI before you learn how to run with it. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, for number 1, if you're expecting to just hop into AI automations and build an AI agent that handles all of your client communication, well, unfortunately, I have to break it to you, it's not that simple. It is simple for someone who's been doing it for a good amount of time and someone who understands how to do all that. But if you're still playing the game of figuring out the website, getting the social media up and running, or you already have that, but you're not really that tech savvy, right? Jumping from something like ChatGPT and understanding how to really use the prompts to get something out of it that's not generic and basic, to building something inside of N8N or vibe coding, that's a completely different game. It's similar, but again, it's running before you learn how to walk. You have to do the baby steps first in order to get all of that where you need it to be. So in order to walk with AI, you have to learn the basics of ChatGPT. Something that I love to tell people who is just getting into AI is take AI in your daily life, right? If you're somebody who loves to work out, for example, right, the gym is really easy to give concepts with because everybody pretty much understands how it works. Even if you don't go to the gym, you understand the logic behind it. Let's just say you work out 3 days a week, but you want to start getting it to 4 to 5 because you have a competition coming up, right? Lifting competition. You ask it, okay, here's my current workout. Here's the exact reps that I do. Here's how long I rest in between. Here's how many days that I go. Here's how long my workouts typically take. If you give all that information to AI and say, hey, how can I extend this to 5 days to increase my strength and potentially my overall physique, right? What should my diet be? What should my rest be in between my sets? How much water should I be taking in? What supplements do I need? Does anything else in my day kind of counteract my progress and my recovery? Now, notice what I did just there. I didn't just ask for a brand new workout. I gave it all the information that I needed, or that the AI needed. And I gave it really, really minute details. I wasn't this vague. I didn't say, oh yeah, I'm working out right now. Here's my split. I do bench press every day and maybe some squats. How can I increase my lifts, right? It's going to give you the most basic information that you could have just found on any TikTok video. The power behind AI is data. I say this all the time. Data is what really makes AI. That's the power behind it. These billionaires, they're not just asking it for daily schedules. If they do, they're giving it every single detail possible. Who they're meeting with, what they're going to be talking about, what clients they have right now, what's the struggles that they have, what their staff sizes, who their staff is, what their capabilities are, what they specialize in, where they went to school, this and that. The more information that it has is going to be able to open up so many doors for you because it can see things that you might not see. It can see things that 100 people might not see at once. And that is the power behind AI, which is why I said, learn how to use ChatGPT first. Give it as much details as you can for basic questions, even learn how to really prompt engineer. I have a video somewhere on my channel going over how to use ChatGPT. If I'm not mistaken, if I remember, I'll link it somewhere here on the top right of the video. But Again, oftentimes not, even something that I learned for myself working with different clients, speaking to people online, you might not even need an automation system. You might just really need ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a very, very powerful thing if you understand how to use it correctly. Now, with that being said, you have to understand how to use it correctly. So the best way to do that is to take a few pain points that you have in your business right now. If you notice that you need help with marketing, you don't know how to post on social media, you don't know what to post, you don't know how to film it, these are questions that ChatGPT can slowly help you out with. But you have to understand exactly what to ask it and how to give that information, which is a task that you got to dive into. I can make a whole video on that. I think I did a little bit, but I might have to make an updated one. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments. But again, if you can go through the website, social media, and then learn to use ChatGPT, that's going to open up so many gates for you. Because again, as technology starts to boom even more and more, you want to catch that wave. You want to get on the tidal shift that's coming. Because by next week, we could have an AI system that can run for governor, right? We really don't know what's going to happen because this AI growth is not linear, it's exponential. So with that being said, if you have any questions about anything I just said, please feel free to comment down below, email me, reach out on Instagram, whatever. Or if you want to sit down and have a conversation about anything I said more in depth, like building these AI systems, if you fit the criteria, because again, even someone like me who's knowledgeable in this area, if you don't have a website or work in social media or anything really to take advantage of these AI systems, there's nothing that I can do for you. I can build it, but again, even if I gave you the perfect AI system, if there's nothing to funnel clients to, if there's nothing to send people to, the AI system is pointless. It does nothing for you. So again, if you meet the criteria, if you're someone who has a working website right now, if you're someone who has social media going, or if you need help getting any of that set up, please click the link down below in the description. We can sit down for 15, 20 minutes and talk it all out. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you.